Thank you to you for joining us. And my name is Zaidullah. Welcome to this edition of Chai with Zai. So, a big thing that's going through a lot of people's minds at the moment is digital media, web streaming. How are we going to get out of this? How are we going to advertise our business? And we've been pioneering this for years in terms of Sky Radio being digital, streaming, etc. And people have caught on to it due to lockdown. And this is where we're at the moment. But how do you take this and get your business out there in terms of digital? That's what we're talking about on Chai with Zai. We've got a brilliant lady. She's an entrepreneur. She's basically got her own company, and she's also got opportunities for you to basically grow your brand online via website, because everybody, needs a website now in this digital age. If you're not online on social media marketing your brand, then you basically literally are going to have a bit of a problem going forward, because a lot of people are online at the moment. And I'd like you to welcome, let me get her into studio with us. Her name is Luitziq from Luitziq Media. Here we go. Just give her a few seconds. There we go. Luitziq, welcome to Sky Radio. Welcome to Chai with Zai. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Your start, the start of your entrepreneurial journey, how did it actually start? And, just brief us on exactly where it all started for you.
Okay, I was based in Umhlanga in 2015 when a cameraman approached me. We played around with a few videos when Careers and Culture came to me, an online talk show to educate the youth out there, and the rest was history.
What does your company offer? Example, give us some of the services that you offer in terms of Luitziq Media.
Okay, Luitziq Media is a local digital media company which specializing in print and digital media, websites and apps, assisting startup and medium enterprise companies grow into successful businesses throughout digital media.
You being a woman entrepreneur, you've obviously gone through some challenges over the past few years, obviously developing your brand, making sure that people know about it. Share some of those challenges and how you've made them work for you.
Okay, often women of the corporate environment are seen of lower capability than male counterparts, even in 2020. It's a consistent struggle. Sexist approach to business is still prevalent in many corporate environments. So the struggle is being able to overcome this male dominant setting adequately, competing with male counterparts, but at the same time retaining my feminism.
If we have to look at what you've obviously you've overcome being a woman entrepreneur, and obviously COVID-19 has taken its toll amongst large corporate, small individuals. What have you done differently, and what have you got to offer differently for small businesses, for people that literally have just started? And there's a huge amount of people that have started businesses in terms of protective gear, etc.
Okay, the company is online based, thus there is no essential need for face-to-face meetings. Our company has, my business model is a foundation centered around digital online media. So with COVID-19 regulation was passed in SA, my business was really geared to generate online.
How can people reach you in terms of Luitziq Media if they want to find out the value that you can provide to them?
Well, basically, they can contact me on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Lutz009, on my email, on my webpage. It's www.luitziqmedia.co.za. There are many platforms in which they can contact me on.
Welcome you. We're talking on Sky Radio to Luitziq from Luitziq Media. She basically runs a digital media company that basically focuses assisting you with websites, with apps, with certain social media, digital marketing that can obviously grow your brand. So if you've just joined us and watching this at a later stage, welcome to it. It is Chai with Zion. We're talking to Lutfia, and she's telling us about her business and how she can bring you value. We will provide the links for her business onto obviously onto the stream at a later stage, so you'll be able to pick up links and get in touch with her. What are some of your specials that you're running at the moment? And I know there's obviously huge opportunities for people right now. They've seen the importance of having an online presence. What can you offer people for the month of May? What is Luitziq Media doing for May?
Okay, for May, we have a special. If anyone takes a website, a standard website, they will get a free digital media video that's free. And then if anyone takes an app, they would get a free e-commerce website. So those are the specials that we are running on for May.
That is great. So you and your team obviously will provide, the infrastructure, create a website, etc. And also at the same token, e-commerce is massive. It's growing every day because now people are able to, from the palms of their phones, order in or order specific, whether it's food, whether it's basically a service, etc. And Luitziq Media, you're saying that you'd be able to assist them with actually monetizing so that they can make income from that. Am I? And you're right on that.
Yes.
You've spent just over 35 days roughly, in lockdown. How's it been for you?
Well, I'm keeping myself occupied mostly with work. I do work from home, so it's a great opportunity to work even harder from home. And I like giving out charity, so I've been doing a bit of charity work as well. So that's been keeping me busy at the moment during COVID 2020.
Just those details in terms of how can people get hold of you. So your Facebook details, Instagram, TikTok. If you could just share that with us. People want to get in touch with you, find out how you can bring them value or take advantage of the May special.
Okay, so my Facebook is Lutfia Khan. My Instagram is Lutz009. That's Instagram Lutz009. My Twitter account is Lutz009. And then my business card has my website on it as well, which is www.luitziqmedia.co.za. And those are my details.
Just about rounding up, what is your advice to the people that are, they're struggling at the moment, maybe thinking about a specific idea, an online entrepreneurial idea that they have in mind, or maybe they want to explore a website? What is your advice?
Now, basically, the struggle is real. So, guys, it's good to get inspiration from other people, especially self-made people, those that have come from nowhere. It's good to look up to people like that because they give us such inspiration on how to grow and how to prosper. So, guys, look at the people that started off from nowhere. That is how I started my business as well, from getting inspired with the other people that are now successful and just taking it from there and growing yourself.
Well, we want to say thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to obviously having more chats about digital, social media, as well as web design and app development with you and Luitziq Media. We look forward to obviously working with you. And if people want to get in touch, please, I would suggest if you're not online at the moment, if your business, if you're thinking about basically having some sort of online presence, now's the time. Get in touch with Lutfia, get in touch with her team at Luitziq Media. We'll post all the necessary details onto this link after this link is done and the live video is done, so that you can get in touch with her. I would suggest that you get in touch right now. SKYE Radio wants to say a huge thank you to you for joining us and taking time out, Lutfia. We wish you all of the very best, and we look forward to working with you and growing more businesses and learning more from people like yourself that have really pushed to where you need to be at.
Thank you so much, Zayed, once again for having me.
Luitziq Media, find them on Facebook, find her obviously on YouTube. as well as all the social platforms. It's important right now more than ever to ensure that you have an online presence and have your company basically digitized. Make sure that you have a website running, an app going through as well. And Luitziq Media will be able to assist you with that. They basically have got the tools, all the necessary power. So I'd suggest that you get in touch. My name is Zaibullah. Thanks so much for joining us on Chai with Zai. Let's do this again, definitely this week again. If you want to get in touch, remember the number is scrolling at the bottom, 08104000511. Get in touch via WhatsApp. I'd love to have you on the show. Maybe there's a way we can bring you value, showcase what you're doing, and make sure that value in terms of maybe somebody needs your product or service. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Zaibullah. Thank you so much for joining me on this broadcast, and we look forward to seeing you and speaking to you again on Chai with Zai. Take care. Stay safe.
SKYE Radio.